the St. Louis World's Fair on Art Hill in Forest Park. In 1907, August Busch Sr. bought it at an auction for
Careful, you got kids. What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Wanted to reshoot episode 43 of the Biz Grind YouTube show because after shooting the footage yesterday, I was extremely dissatisfied with the outcome of it. It just really didn't turn out how I hoped. So I was forced to re-record, or I ended up re-recording, and this is my attempt of re-recording episode 43 of the Biz Grind YouTube show, which I had intended on publishing yesterday. And the reason why I decided to re-record the episode is because I really just wanted to have a better turnout in terms of the content and the presentation. So hopefully I can accomplish it with this iPhone mic that I purchased a while back to see if I can capture better audio quality. So let's see how it does. There are three things that I want to cover in this episode that I think are extremely important. The first one is opinions. The second one is actions versus reactions. And the third one is being crazy. All right, I think we got it. The mic is attached, so I'm hoping that the audio is going to be significantly better. After all, I bought this Rode mic specifically for reasons of using it with my smartphone so I could record better audio for the show. Guys, there's three things that I really wanted to talk to you about because I think that there's a huge misconception when it comes to business and even your personal life in regards to these three things. Opinions. That's the first thing I want to talk about. Everyone has an opinion. Friends to family to acquaintances, everyone has them. In fact, the internet is full of opinions. Over 25% of the content on the web is repurposed. What I mean by content on the internet being repurposed is the stuff that you will find on search engines. And why is that important? Because it's what we do. We search for information on our smartphones, on desktop devices, on tablets. Opinions was the first thing. The second thing I want to talk about is action versus reaction. A lot of people these days are critical of others, always being skeptical of others rather than focusing on doing things or invoking more actions to help them improve their personal life or business. Sure, sex, money, religion, gossip, controversy, all of that sells. It makes sense. People appeal to it, they read it, they pay attention to it. Sadly, but true. The third thing that I want to talk about is being crazy. Most people might think that you're crazy. I'm probably crazy for doing these YouTube videos. As a matter of fact, a lot of people have thought and have mentioned that before. It's actually quite crazy to dedicate time shooting these videos. Like I said, most people might think that you are crazy too for whatever it is that you're doing. Let me go back to opinions for a second. Too many of us are swayed by opinions from others. It impacts our decision-making process, detracts our focus from the things that truly matter. So that's on that note of opinions that I wanted to mention. Action versus reaction. This was the second thing that I talked about. Progress comes from action and change, not reaction and criticism. And I think it's important to delineate that, not to mistake optimism with skepticism. The reality of things is that most people spend majority of their time critiquing other people rather than focusing on taking action and making changes in their personal lives and in business. So that was on action and reaction. Crazy. The definition of crazy is someone who is deranged, especially in a wild or aggressive way. Is that you, perhaps? I highly doubt it, but many people might construe you as crazy. I'm crazy, according to many people. Yet, I show no signs of wild or aggressive behavior that may in fact impair the well-being of other people. Therefore, am I really crazy? Opinions. I don't really care for them. None. Zero. After all, they're nothing more than opinions. And you too shouldn't care about opinions because, after all, they're nothing more than opinions that lack any factual support of information to back up those particular statements. If you care about opinions, it will detract your focus from the things that really matter in life and in business. Be more actionable. Figure out how you should take more action to invoke progress and change and strive towards that you want to complete in your personal life or in business. What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What are your objectives? Where do you want to be? Now, let's talk a little bit about crazy, last and not least. Most people's perception of crazy is unrealistic. And, truth be told, it's okay to accept being crazy. Other people's purview of you will vary, but just because of that doesn't necessarily mean that you're crazy because you're different. Focus on the things that really matter to you, regardless of what people might think. Because after all, do you care about opinions? Should you focus more on action versus reaction? And if people think that you're crazy, then who cares? Just because you're different doesn't necessarily mean that you're crazy. That was it, guys. I hope you got some takeaway from this. It's supposed to be fairly nice outside today, so I might actually go to a driving range for a little bit for a change after all, other than just being bogged down in my computer. Thanks so much for watching. Now let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll be back later. Peace.